So I came out today to put a new tongue jack on the RV, and I also got a extension foot just because I'm tired of using wood blocks under the current jack. The one that came with it is kind of a piece of junk, and it's even hard to operate and turn even when there's no weight on it. So I just kind of wanted to get rid of that and put something a little bit better on. I heard these bulldogs were pretty good, so that's what I'm going with. I'm also going to do an overview of just my towing setup, because there's a couple of people that were asking about what exactly I have, like the brake controller, the hitch, and things like that. So I'll probably start with my towing setup, and then I'll end the video with this installation. All right, quick overview of my towing setup. So this is a Jayco 174 BH. It's about 3,000. It's a little over 3,000 pounds. It's under 35. And even with when it's fully loaded, it's under 4,000 with the maximum internal capacity in terms of weight. I use a Fastway E2 weight distribution hitch. I use the 6,000 pound model. A lot of places will try to sell you the 10,000 pound model, but you should really don't go overboard with it. Don't get one that's too big for your trailer. It'll be too stiff, and it just won't handle right. We've been handling, we're doing really well with this 6,000 pound model, and I think it's been perfect. This thing doesn't sway, it's easy to handle. We've driven through mountain passes when it's fairly windy, and I've been happy with it. But don't let anybody tell you that you're fine with the 10K if you're towing a 3,000 pound trailer. As far as the brake controller goes, I have it's a Redarc brake controller, but it's the Ford OEM one. So the issue is with emergency braking and the other safety braking features, the standard Redarc won't work because the emergency braking signal isn't sent for some reason to the towing harness, the brake hookup in the back. So in order to get around that, Ford added a little additional box that actually gets the brake signal from, let me see, it actually pulls the brake signal from the above the cab light in the back, and it uses that as the brake signal for the brake controller, so it knows when you're braking. In order to do that, they have to pull out the headliner, run a wire up there, splice into that, and then splice it into that little adapter box, and then run that wire back into the brake controller. Those brake controllers cost about $300 compared to about $200 for the standard Redarc. I think Tow Pro Elite is the model. But the biggest problem with that is the installation, because it's a lot more involved than a standard brake controller installation, because you have to pull out the headliner to run those wires up there. But that's the only way you get the emergency braking working with your brake controller. So nothing too fancy here. I have 2019 Ford Ranger. Y'all probably know that by now. It's the FX4 model, and I have the optional tow package, which gives you about 7,500 pounds of tow capacity. But that's a quick overview of the towing setup I have. It's worked great. I haven't had any issues with power, swaying, control issues. I know all these like shorter wheelbase trucks can sometimes be difficult to tow with, but I haven't had that experience, especially with this trailer. I don't know if I would go over 4,000 pounds on a trailer with the Ranger, but it's more than enough for this. So I'll get into the already installed. Here it's already installed, but I decided to put this overview first. So I'm going to cut back to when I installed this this new tongue jack. So I'll see you over there. Before I forget, I will put all the details written out in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Last time I was here, when I brought it to the storage place, I was having a couple issues with the brake controller throwing errors. So I bought some contact cleaner, and I'm just cleaning up the tow harness connection. So hopefully that fixes that issue. Alright, that wasn't too hard to take out. So, let's put the new one in. I didn't consider the propane tank when I bought this one, but thankfully it doesn't seem very hard to put down like this, and then I can just flip it around when I need to finish it off. I'll think about that later. Oversight on my part. Actually, I forgot. I'm gonna put some anti-seize on these, so let me take these out. Apply that, and then I'll rethread them. It's already getting a bit rusty. Alright. That's on. Ooh, it's tight fit. Barely. I would have had to get a shovel. Alright, that didn't come out half bad. Let's see if I can lower this. Oh yeah, this is so smooth. Go like this. I think worst case, I have another propane tank that's shorter. This is like a larger one, and we never use that much propane, so I might just end up swapping it out. Let's see if this works. All right, it's not latched on the truck. Should pop it off. Oh man, this is so much nicer than I'm even able to crank it like this. The other one was like 2 hands. So, all right, that's doable. Yeah, I like this a lot. All right, that's cleared. All right, I guess that's about it. Wasn't too bad. It took like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and half of that was me setting up the camera. I'll make sure this is all tight and then head off.